Okay students, today we will discuss torque, or we can also call moment of force. So let us consider a three-dimensional space, and there lies a point P in this three-dimensional space. Position vector of this point P is r vector, and there is a force acting on this point P, F vector, as shown by this arrow, this blue arrow. Angle between r vector and F vector can be found by extending r vector in forward direction, and this angle is theta, and in backward direction the angle is also theta, because these two angles are vertically opposite angles. Now we can draw a perpendicular from origin point O on F vector, and this perpendicular distance between F vector and point O is r sin theta, and this arrow represents the direction of torque, tau vector, and this tau vector is perpendicular to both F vector and r vector. So the rotational analog of force is moment of force, and it is also referred to as torque. So if a force acts on a single particle at a point whose position with respect to origin O is given by position vector r vector, then the moment of force acting on the particle with respect to the origin O is defined as vector product, and this vector product is torque vector is equals to r vector cross F vector. So the moment of force is a vector quantity, and the magnitude of this vector quantity torque is given by torque is equals to Rf sin theta, where r is the magnitude of the position vector r vector, and this is represented by this length OP in this diagram. F is the magnitude of force or force vector, and theta is the angle between r vector and F vector as shown in this diagram. And the direction of torque is given by the right hand screw rule, and it is perpendicular to the plane containing r vector and F vector. So the direction of torque is always perpendicular to both r vector and F vector, and in this case it emerges out of plane. So that this arrow, torque vector arrow, is emerging out of the plane, and this arrow is perpendicular to both F vector and r vector. So in previous treatment, the position vector r vector can be resolved, and perpendicular component r sin theta was used for torque. Similarly, the force vector can be resolved, and perpendicular component f sin theta can be used for torque. So in previous case we took r sin theta as perpendicular component. We can also use the perpendicular component of force vector to find out torque. How can we do this? So again consider this three-dimensional space, and there is point P. This r vector is the position vector of point P, F vector is the force acting on point P, and angle between this force vector and r vector is theta, and this small blue arrow represents the perpendicular component of force vector, that is F sin theta. So this component is this perpendicular component of force is F sin theta. Therefore torque can also be interpreted in two ways. First is torque is equal to r sin theta F. Here we are, in this case we are taking perpendicular component of r vector times force. Torque is equal to r perpendicular times force. In second case we are taking torque is equals to r in the bracket F sin theta. So here we are taking R multiplied by perpendicular component of force. So torque here is equal to R multiplied by perpendicular component of force. So note carefully that torque is equals to 0 if R equals to 0 or F equals to 0, or if theta is equals to 0 degree or 180 degree. For theta is equal to 0, sin theta will be 0, and for theta equals to 180 degree also, sin 180 will be 0. So the moment of force vanishes if either the magnitude of force is 0 or the line of action of the force passes through the origin. If the direction of F vector is reversed, the direction of moment of force is reversed, and if direction of both R vector and F vector are reversed, the direction of moment of inertia, or we can say moment of force, remains same.